In this video, we have a quick little project for you where we're going to change up an existing design. And so we have a customer who has requested this design, but it's a little bit small for their particular purpose. And so all we're going to do is make a small change to the stone size of the design, and we're going to show you how to maneuver a few things here. So what we're going to do is select one of the existing stones of our text. And if we look here, you can see it says it's 2.6 millimeters. Which all of our text is done in SS6 stones, where the heart is done in SS10 stones. If we click on one of those, you can see that the size is 3.4. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach you a couple of things, because I think it's important to first of all have the knowledge, and then we're going to kind of show you our little Easy Stone cheat. But if you don't have Easy Stone and you're watching this video and you want to learn a little bit about CorelDRAW and working with rhinestones, I'm going to give you a little cheat. Okay? So here's the cheat, and it's a real simple formula for you to remember. And like I said, it's good to know this whether you have Easy Stone or not. So we want to change our stone size. How can we do this very quickly and easily? And this obviously could be done in other programs as well. Well, we know that we want to change all of our text stones. We know we want to change those to SS10 stones, and we know that our circle size for an SS10 stone for me is 3.4 millimeters. Now it might be slightly different for you, but the formula will be the same. And so here's the formula. Here's the trick. Okay, so what we do is you take your target, which is 3.4, right? So that's our target stone size, and we divide that by the current one. And so the current size, of course, is 2.6. And if you have, I always have a calculator on my desk for all kinds of calculations, but if you take 3.4 and you divide it by 2.6, you'll see that the end result is 1.307. Now there's a reason that they teach us math in school, and that is because sometimes it actually does come in handy. And this is one of those cases where what we're going to actually do is move that decimal point. Okay, so whatever your result is, we're going to move the decimal point 2 places. So instead of 1.307, we're going to have 130.7. Okay, so we just move that decimal point to the right 2 spots. So it's 130.7. Well, what does that mean? Well, let me show you what that means. So what we're going to do is we're going to select the entire design and come into here, CorelDRAW right here, and see where this little lock, make sure that that is locked, so that when we change the height or the width, the other value changes proportionally. So we're going to do 130.7 and hit enter. And that's going to change our design. Now, if we click on that target stone, look at the value here. See how it's very, very, very near 3.4 millimeter. Now, if you look, and the reason it's not exactly 3.4 millimeter is because when you take 3.4 and you divide it by 2.6, it's actually 1.3076923. See, so there's more decimal places, so we're just kind of rounding it off. But for our purpose, that's close enough to 3.4 millimeter where it's going to cut just fine. So now these stones, however, have now grown in size. You can see they're 4.44 millimeters, which would really be appropriate for SS16 stones. But what we're going to do is we're going to make a selection here. So we're going to come over here to Selections tab, and we're going to mark that one, and then we're just going to make a swath and pick up all those stones that match that same size of the one we marked. So you can see it just picked up all those stones of our heart, and then we're going to come over here to Resize, Replace, and just change those out. So we're going to change them all out to 3.4. Now, you have a kind of a decision to make. We could leave it like that if we wanted to. Yes, there is a bit more spacing here between our heart stones, but it's a real quick, easy change. And so if we look at this design now, the overall design is 7.5 inches by 8.2 inches, and we didn't have to recreate the entire design. So it's just a quick little change there. Now let's go back over here. Let's go ahead and make a new copy. Let's do it down here. Alright, so what we want to do here is delete that. Now, as cool as that is, we do have a really nifty little function here for you, and that is on the Specialty tab under Scale Design. If we select one of our target stones here, and we right-click on Scale Design, it tells us what the current size is. Now here's the magical part. If we select the entire design, because we have 3.4, so we've selected a target, we right-clicked on Scale Design, and we told Scale Design, this is our reference stone. Now, change that reference stone and all the other stones like it to 3.4. So we're going to go ahead and do that and hit Scale Design. And it's going to scale the design. Okay. Now, once that's done, if we click on one of those stones, you can see now it is exactly 3.4 millimeters. Now the inside stones are still 4.4 millimeters, so we still have that issue, but that is how it works. Now, if we look at this particular stone here, let's go into the Object Manager. You see right here it says it's an SS16 stone. Okay, so it automatically changed those to SS16, but in this case, what we want to do is go ahead and again, we would make a selection, mark that object, we would go ahead and go to size, pick up that size there, and then come back over here and we'll go ahead and choose this resize replace, and it will automatically convert those all back over to SS16s. So if I select one, or excuse me, SS10s. So if I select one, you can see it says it's an SS10. So if I select this entire design, come over here to the stone use report, you're going to see now it's telling us, okay, we have 44 SS10 crystals, and for our fuchsia stones, we have now 508 fuchsia stones, as it's all one color. All right, so that is how we can make those easy adjustments, and you can see if we select our manual version, it's 8.262, and if we select the kind of automated version here in Easy Stone, it's 8.627. So you can see it's very, very close, very similar. So just kind of keep that in mind. Anytime you want to change out your stone size, and you don't have Easy Stone, just take a calculator, take the target, which in this case was 3.4, divided by the source, which in this case was 2.6, gives us that value, and then we move that decimal place 2 points to the right, and then that gives us our percentage of scaling. So I hope you enjoyed this one and learned a little bit and see how easy it is to make these little adjustments as far as changing out your stone sizes. And of course, if you want to, you could recreate our heart shape and get these stones a lot closer together if that's what you wanted to do. Thanks for watching.